Hey, let's talk about Cyberpunk 2077 leaks and the upcoming content. We are all currently excited for the latest DLC, Phantom Liberty, that was revealed last year at Game Awards 2022. The trailer featured a mysterious figure, some interesting characters, including Idris Elba, a well-known actor that played a role in movies like Fast and the Furious Hobbs and Shaw, Beast, and Luther, and that's just naming a few. The trailer itself did not include a release date, which was then revealed that it would be shown at a later date, and a lot of us fans were on the edge of our seats eagerly waiting for a release date to be showcased. Months went on and nothing was talked about until recently. We know for sure that CD Projekt Red is focused on showcasing more gameplay and information on June 8th at Summer Game Fest this month. What most of us did not expect is that there would be a release date leaked before then. There was recent talks on Reddit about a fella named Tyler McVicker. Most of you are probably thinking, who the heck is this? I myself was puzzled too at first, yet he had named and gained some credibility when it comes down to leaks, yet at the same time, Valve had pulled out of the woodworks to shut down some leaked information in the past by him, yet he recently streamed on YouTube talking about Cyberpunk, then eventually going on to say that the release date would be in August, and that this would then be showcased at Summer Game Fest this month. There is a few things to take note here. Most importantly is that with most leaks, it has to be taken with a grain of salt unless, the leaker has had some good reputation in the past for leaks. The date for Cyberpunk 2077 seems like it could be true, considering there are other games releasing this month. I believe that when it comes down to player activity, they want everyone all in. So I presume that August would be the right date as well, although it is fair to say that a lot of fans are expecting a release date this month, yet I don't think this will be the case. I'm interested in what you think that this date will be, August or June this month. At Summer Game Fest, let me know. Let's continue on and talk about what we can expect out of Cyberpunk 2077 patch 1.7. We know for sure when this comes out, Phantom Liberty will be in the update as well, so with that main DLC to the side, let's go more in depth with specific changes towards in-game mechanics. First and foremost, we have the police overhaul coming to Phantom Liberty, and I'm not talking about mods at all. There, of course, were some mods on PC that gave the game a more realistic tone when it came down to being chased down for a crime. What's great with the newest update coming soon is that there will be a complete change in the police mechanic that was brought up by Gabriel, the game director of Cyberpunk 2077. This is going to be a fantastic change because, of course, on console and PC, it was quite dull, considering you could mow over multiple people or even throw out a bunch of grenades and get away with it. There was quite a few players, if not a lot of us out here, that were complaining about this at the beginning of the game. I myself honestly did not find it too distracting because the game itself was quite enjoyable, although there were some bugs. And it is worth saying that if you have not played Cyberpunk by now and you've still been holding on to that grudge since the beginning of the game, kind of let it go and come back to the game. It's definitely worth picking up. Everything has been fixed, and I'm expecting this DLC will be quite enjoyable. Especially because there is going to be quite a few changes in the DLC, including that police mechanic update that I'm talking about. That's coming along with this update. Not only that, Gabriel also mentioned that they're going to add more vehicle-to-vehicle combat changes. I'm presuming this can be anything from shooting a pistol or SMG out of the window, or possibly adding guns to some cars, or even nitrous would be interesting. I suppose that would be more down the GTA route. Yet I don't want to compare apples to apples here because Cyberpunk in its own right is a unique game, and that's probably not going to be the changes made towards vehicles. I'm just guessing here. You guys let me know what this is going to be specifically. I'm only assuming that. So with that being said, there are also a few other changes that are going to be made that we have yet to know about. So I'm excited for both of these to be made. So let me know what you guys think about these current changes coming along. I'm sure there will be more that we can expect once the patch notes are revealed and all that. And moving on towards the Peralez storyline. There is some confusion around these characters, whether or not they will be in Phantom Liberty or at least in the next Cyberpunk game, Orion. I've talked in the past about how the storyline for these characters is finished, although this might not be reality yet. First, let's go over the information in the past, because the man himself, the quest director Paul Sasko, mentioned in one of his streams that the whole story is finished for them. So yeah, if you did not know, Paul Sasko, the quest director, does indeed have a Twitch account that you can go ahead and follow him if you'd like. He also goes over there and streams and does his own thing. I want to mention him here first and foremost because this is how we were able to gather this information. And one of the fellow fans over there asked a question in the chat specifically about the Peralez storyline, asking whether or not is it finished, is there more to it basically. And this is what Paul Sasko had to say in regards towards that. Well, what I can tell you is that we finished it. That was from the very beginning, intended to be like this, you know. And we wanted to finish the story with lots of ambiguity, I would say. The quest designer is Patrick Mills, end quote. He then continues on with the rest of the stream. We are going to pause right there because he mentions the quest director's name, and if we go over towards his Twitter page, he actually mentions the storyline himself back in 2021 right here. Quote, yeah, the Peralez stuff is mine, but you've seen most of that storyline now outside of the epilogue and some media stuff on TV. My goal for that one was to have V make a choice, but not be around for the consequences. Story isn't over, but V part is, end quote. This is quite interesting that he would say that V's part is pretty much done, yet the storyline for them is yet to be concluded or ended at all. So does this mean that we can potentially see them up there in this space? Possibly this is going to be the next Cyberpunk game. If you guys did not know, there is Project Orion, and there is also the ending to Cyberpunk. I will not spoil too much here, but I'll just say right now, spoiler alert, and spoiler alert is that, okay, did you guys get that? Spoiler? Okay, spoiler. We all know at the ending, V is flying towards the Crystal Palace, and then eventually it just cuts off there. I'm assuming this is where we might see them in the future. Of course, this is going to be way ahead whenever they decide to showcase, you know, the next Cyberpunk game. That will be interesting. I do think that it is intriguing that the storyline is finished, yet it's not finished. I'm excited because in the past I have made a video about, you know, this potentially being finished, and now it appears that it's not. There appears to be more to it, and it's going to be interesting to see where this all goes. I'm interested in what you guys think about this as well. Do you think that there is going to be more with Peralez in the next game? Or do you think it's going to be in Phantom Liberty? Let me know down below and let's just talk about it. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video so far today, and if you have, give the video a like, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe now. Turn the notifications on by clicking the bell and make sure you're notified for all. If you have any questions, shoot them down below in the comment box right there and submit a comment down below, and I will reply back within the first hour or two. And thank you to everyone that is currently subscribed and is a member, and I'll see you all in the next video.